I wanted to know, did you know anything about the Flag Smashers or Carl or anything relating to the storyline, this similar storyline in the comics, or was it more of a learning curve for you as you began to craft the character of Karli?
It was definitely a learning curve. I was a fan of Marvel beforehand, and I'd seen the Marvel movies, obviously, but I hadn't ever read the comics or anything like that. So yeah, it was a learning curve. I kind of did a little bit of research specifically on Karli Morgenthau.
Considering, first it was supposed to be Black Widow and then Falcon and then WandaVision. Then like the pandemic came and everything got swept around. Now it was WandaVision, then Falcon, then Black Widow. So considering how WandaVision just became this huge pop culture staple over the past month or so, did you anticipate fans seeing Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like the expectations get higher, and did you get even more nervous? Like, what was going through your mind as you're seeing, like, wow, this is going to be a moment when this comes out and people are going to be talking about it?
Yeah, I feel like seeing WandaVision and watching that, it was quite nice because I was kind of like tucked up on my sofa and just watching that series and wasn't thinking too hard about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But obviously towards the end, and then I started seeing trailers get released, I was like, oh my god, this is actually happening and everyone's going to see it. But I was nervous, and I'm still kind of nervous because obviously there's still a lot of episodes, but I'm excited for people to see it. I think people are going to be happy.
Of course, from what we've seen so far, your character, I guess, for lack of a better term, seems to be one of the antagonists, at least so far from what we've seen. But at the same time, we understand that there is a logic and reason to her thought process and what she's doing, kind of like a Thanos type thing. Like, there's like a evil to, a sort of evil to achieve a good. I just want to know, as time goes on in these next few episodes, do you think Karli will develop into like this more of like an anti-hero type thing? Or do you think that, how complex do you think your character will be in the eyes of fans as time goes on?
I think Karli is a complex character, like period. I think there's a lot of layers to her, which I hope comes across throughout the series. I hope people understand her. But as far as her journey, I'm not going to tell you anything. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, she's very passionate and very driven, and I will say that she knows what she's fighting for, and she won't let anything come between that.
Again, I know you can't talk too much about it, but in a general sense, what do you think will surprise fans the most by the time we reach the conclusion of the series?
That's hard to do without spoiling. I don't want to waste time either. You're just gonna have to watch it. I'm sorry, I can't think of one thing that's gonna surprise without spoiling anything.
Well, I just feel like in general, fans are gonna be surprised either way, like expecting the unexpected.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of twists and turns. I feel like people are gonna be surprised and shocked in a good way.
Yeah.